We want to welcome you guys back once again. Revelation through conversation. I'm your host, Ken Brown, with my co-host,
Jay Brown. And today we're talking about today's topic is Dad's empty chair.
Mm-hmm.
Dad's empty chair. A lot of us, me and my bro, we grew up without our father. And today we're going to talk about, the effects, the journey that took place without him, And quite honestly, me personally, it's nothing, it's not a dig, it's just reality.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a dig, it's just reality. This is just snippets of our story. We got different fathers. I grew up without my pops, and I'm trying to even remember a time where he even changed my diaper, and it was hard. It was a lot of voids that needed to be filled, and I ain't really realize it. Honestly, I didn't realize it until I got older. The growing pains, or even as a child, like getting in trouble at school, fighting, trying to figure out why I was always angry. And the older I got, the more I understood why. Like, man, why he don't? I miss my dad. I need my dad, and just a few of the thoughts, man. Why he don't want me? What I do?
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah, it was tough growing up with our dad. I mean, and I don't even, man, no, we have no line of communication to this day, and man, and first of all, I mean, one thing I do want to point out, we do want to point out is fathers present in their children's lives. It matters. It's so important. It's so important. And I'm just gonna start with that.
Um, Unlike you, I do have a line of communication to my father.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was just to give a little backstory. He wasn't there through my upbringing. He'll pop in, pop out, but I know when I was young, after talking to him, found out that he was locked up for some years.
Yeah,
So that would explain some of his absence. Some of his time for not being there. But even when he got out, like he still wasn't a big present in my life.
yeah,
And what was crazy was each time he just popped in, I remember being excited.
yeah,
That
yeah,
he was there.
yeah.
That blows my mind. And
Right,
like I remember, I be at football practice, and one day he'll pop up out there, and it's like,
right.
the excitement. Hey, there go pops. Then
Yeah,
everybody, my guy, my pops, he, muscular, so
yeah,
and he cool. He got the little swag to him. So people were looking and comparing me to him. Like, oh man, I see where you get your
yeah,
coolness from, and
yeah.
I see where you get this from.
Right.
And then, like I said, he always would pop in and out.
Yeah,
Even like to this day, like even though we were never real close, when I hear from him, it's like he have been there, and I don't know if it because deep down that's something I want.
hmm
And at first I used to be kind of bitter about it. Like we all, I would like to think for us that dads weren't there. We all have that moment where we wonder, like, where's my dad? You know,
hmm
and for me, I can remember a time in particular, like we were going through something real hard. Like suffering. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Hardly really nothing to eat in the house.
Yeah,
Cold.
yeah.
And like it just came across my mind, like, bro, where my dad at?
Nah,
And
yeah.
and
Understood.
and, and two, like, man, like you said, man, we just sharing our story and
Yeah.
really, sharing how not having our father affected us, but also want to let people know that if you're a father, it's important you be in your child life.
Yeah.
You don't know what type of
Well,
effect, what
yeah.
long-term effect, it can
Right.
have on your child.
Right. And even if you're in the mother of your child or at odds, that child still needs you. You
Mm-hmm.
still can make an effort to be there. And I'm not trying to, make it about me because I've grown. What I would have loved for my father to be there. But ultimately it made me a better man because me raising my own kids, the emotions I felt growing up is something I always pride myself. Whenever I have children, they'll never feel this. They'll never have to wait in the window and wonder if I'm gonna show up. They'll never have to be sitting in the one putting the blinds back, excited that I'm coming and I never show up. No call, no nothing. You know, so the importance of us being there, man, it's one of those things where we build our children up. We tell them they can do it. We tell them you're doing a good job. You tell them, we tell them we love you. We love them. You know what I'm saying? Daddy got you. You can do it. It's okay. They make mistakes. It's okay. You'll get it right the next time. And just being that day in and day out example. Like I'm Superman to my children. I'm Superman to them, and it's my dad, one of my daughters that she described me. Oh, my daddy got muscles. She proud. She proud to have me as a father, and I don't know. It's just one of those things where God forbid, I just don't see myself now. I never saw myself not being in the picture because of what it did to me growing up as a child. Like I'll give you one more example. The last time I saw my daddy, there been one time he came to one of my games where there was a time he came to one of my games and it was only by the fact that we was playing the team where he's from, you know, and I don't know nothing about him besides, my dad is a twin, I don't really know a whole lot about him. I wish him well. I wish nothing bad on him, but it kind of it affected me not having him in a major way. I went through a lot of growing pains. Had to learn how to love women. Period. Just be able to adapt and have a relationship with them. Period. And it's just another insert, of what the journey was without him.
And like you said, you may be at odds with the mother. It's no excuse to not be in your child life. And just to touch on that, I have kids that isn't living with me. All of my kids are not by my wife. And that's one of the toughest things I deal with to this day, not having all my kids under one roof.
Yeah.
But it's no excuse, to not be in your child life. Like to not call, to not get them as much as you can on the weekends or when they're out of school.
Yeah.
Like you play a big role in your child life, and can't
Absolutely.
nobody replace you, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, their mom may get a stepdaddy, and they are good, men. They gonna step up and be that role.
Absolutely.
But you cannot be replaced in your child's life,
At all.
not at all. And like I, I used to think like, man, did it really mess with me? That my pops wasn't there. But then I just look at how I am with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I just be wondering, like, bro, what could I have achieved if I had somebody like
Oh,
me?
oh,
If I
man.
had a dad, bro,
Yeah, man.
I'd be like, and bro,
Yeah.
it's stuff I do with my kids. And I just be thinking like, man, me and my dad ain't never do this,
Never.
Like, bro,
Never.
my kids tell me they love me every day,
Yeah.
probably multiple times a day.
Yeah.
And I'm 36 years old, and I never told my dad I love him.
Yeah.
He never told me that I can remember that he loved me.
Yeah.
And just little stuff like that. And I be sharing the story with my kids. Like I got my oldest, he's 15, and I be having these talks with him. And you know how, teenagers, they be thinking they know everything. But I be had to tell them, I'm like, bro, I wish I had somebody talking to me like how I be talking to you right now,
Yeah.
putting you on, what
Yeah.
life really about.
Yeah.
But dads, we are needed, bro. Like we are needed.
Yeah. Absolutely. We play a major part in our kids' life. Our kids go through growing pains as well. And as fathers, we're there to fill in the gaps the right way. I remember there was a time when my daughter was struggling with her confidence, like even her appearance, her ability to do things, and I had to speak words of affirmation over her, And one of the things where is one of those things. It was a quote by Eric Thomas. You know, it was I can, I will, I must. But I inserted on the I must part was I can, I will, therefore I will, I'm going to do it. And it I didn't think, well, at the time we may feel like our kids ain't taking everything in that we're telling them, but they actually do, because my daughter actually wrote it down. And from there, she grew from that. Like she knew she was enough. She knew she was cute. She knew she was beautiful. She knew that, she just knew based off me inserting it in her life. That's important. That's just a plug of how we are important in our kids' life. And for me, the absence of my dad, if I would have had him, I feel like I'd be a whole lot better. But who's to say I wouldn't? I mean, who's to say I would? If he was there. Because my
Mm.
wife, she told me years ago, like, man, your dad probably did more. You never know what he was going to do. It's the first thing you know, that's the first thing she told me. Because my wife, she's just amazing. She see the good in every person, every situation. So she said, you never know what he was going through. And the selfish part of me was like, I miss something. You know what I'm saying? So she said he probably would have done. He probably done more for you being absent than he would have done present. Because overall, ultimately, it made me a better man. It made me
Mm.
a better man. It made me a better man.
And that's good, for both of us that we all turned out okay. And like I always want to give glory to God.
Yeah,
Like he could fix all of us that grew up without
yeah,
an earthly father. Your heavenly father can take up that slack.
yeah,
But we are needed, bro. Like I said, look at how important we are to our kids.
yeah,
And like that sounds good, what your wife said, like he
yeah,
probably did more for you in the absence.
yeah.
But I would like to think that me being in my kids' life would benefit them more
Absolutely,
than me not being in their life.
100%.
So
Yeah,
and what we're talking about is loving fathers,
yeah,
like if you're gonna be a father that causes damage,
yeah,
that's the only way your absence will
yeah,
be beneficial to your child.
yeah.
But if you are a loving father, your presence is going to benefit them more than your absence will. And like to this day, bro, like I still be thinking about, like I said, like if I had a loving father,
Mm-hmm.
like how my life, would have played out. I know it's some things that I did,
Yeah,
mistakes that I made that I wouldn't have made. I even think about like, bro, like even having kids,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't even know about how structuring my life even before having kids. Like
Mhm.
like not like
Yeah,
don't even think about kids first, bro. Go out here, become something, get
yeah,
your money right, get right with God.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
um, marry, a woman of God.
yeah,
Then y'all think about having kids. But I was just out
absolutely.
here, bro. I was just out here.
Yeah,
And I remember, man, one day I was talking to my mama, and I got 7 kids, bro. I was talking to my mama, and I was telling her about I was having another one. And she was like, "You just like your daddy." And
yeah.
bro, don't you
Ooh,
know that killed me, bro, when she
ooh,
said that? And
Yeah.
I told her, bro, I ain't get
Yeah.
disrespectful. I told her, I said, nah, I ain't like him. Cause
I ain't mad. Yeah.
one thing I know for sure, I get all my kids, bro. Like all my kids, most of the time when I'm getting them, I got all of them. Now
Hey,
I can't have all 7 of them now because 2 of them have moved to Missouri.
yeah.
But before then, bro, it's plenty of weekends where
Yeah.
I got all
As your
7 of
father,
my
we
kids.
are not the same.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah,
the
and that's
same.
what I was trying to tell her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, no, don't do that one, bro.
Yeah.
Cause
Don't do that. Yeah.
I ain't never been in the household without my siblings from my daddy's side.
Absolutely.
And like I said, man, like this ain't the bad shit, bro. This just telling our story, bro, and how them
Yeah.
not being there, you know, affected us. And like your wife said, yeah, we ought to give them grace, like because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they have their story as well. They probably didn't
Well,
grow up with the best of fathers, so we
absolutely.
give them grace. But like we said, we just telling our story and how them not being there affected us.
Yeah. I mean, we can shift. We can change the trajectory of our life. You know what I'm saying? Just by making the right decision. Like we don't have to be a product of our environment. Like everybody always asks me, you know what? Before I get to that, I'm gonna ask you this question. You uh, mentioned something about how better you would have been with your father, and it's one of those things where you think you would have kept playing college football if your dad was in your life.
Man, I know I would have, cause
See,
like I said,
yeah,
loving father, because
yeah,
like I just look at if it was me
yeah,
as the dad and my son in that situation, I'm telling him, bro, you not finna leave college, bro.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No,
Like
you
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 ain't
gonna finish
no, you
what you
finna
started.
stay here. Yeah,
Yeah,
like even stuff like that, bro.
yeah,
Teaching your kids, finish what you start. We
yeah.
ain't quitting.
We ain't
We ain't
quitting.
quitting. Like stuff,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Those type of lessons, bro, I missed
love it,
out on, bro.
love it. You pay it forward by not allowing your children to quit. Cause my
Yeah.
daughter, she's involved on the step team, and she's passionate about it. She loves what she do. But if she was to not, oh baby, you gonna finish the season.
Yeah.
Or you finished the season. But back to we don't have to be a part of our environment. Like when it comes to me not having my dad, and like you said, I talked to mom one day, and I was just like, I want to say it took me to the age of 19 to stop crying about my dad not being there. The age of 19. I'm 35 to this day. And a lot in the world, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Like the world will
Yeah.
criticize, oh man, you a grown man. Woo, woo. Let that hurt go. No, that hurt. That hurt. That left a hole in my heart. And the little
Yeah.
child there's still a little kid inside of me that still want his dad. You know what I'm saying? I think every
Mm-hmm.
grown man that didn't have their father feel the same way. But my mom told me one day, and this was the result of my dad not being there. I had a bad attitude, and I had trust issues, or I didn't expect. I always created something with my imagination that wasn't there. Like I wasn't good. I was toxic. I had toxic ways. Let's just be real about it. In my past relationships, I just didn't trust people, so I get ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? I was on my player stuff, on my
Mm-hmm.
player stuff. So my mom said, I said, what can you tell me about him? She said, well, he had a bad attitude. Uh, he was a player. He was just, he just, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, whoa, I can't be this guy. I don't want to be
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
So I had to get rid of that part of me. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, I didn't want to be the worst part of my pop's behavior. No shot,
Mm-hmm.
no dig at him, but I didn't want to be that guy. And I'm gonna share
Mm-hmm.
one last story, you know, and I would say,
Hey
like, I just
man.
turned
Hey,
35. Go
we
ahead.
can keep sharing them, bro. Keep
Yeah.
sharing them, man.
Oh yeah. I
There's
just
people that can relate, bro.
I just turned 35 in November. I just turned 35. And I told my wife I was every year around my birthday. True story. Every year around my birthday, I'd be thinking, "Hey, can I get a call?" Because he used to have my number. Last time I checked, he had my number. And I'm like, dang. Every year around my birthday, I feel down about my dad. Like I always feel bad about it. I feel hard. I be hard on myself. And he
Mm-hmm.
left me. I ain't leave him, but I'm just hard on myself. So it was the first birthday I told my wife, I said, I'm good. I'm in a good space. I'm at peace with that. If he called me, I'll pick up the phone and I'll talk to him. But I kind of made peace with the fact that I made in life. Maybe him being silent was my closure because I reached out. And the last time I seen my dad, he didn't even know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
We went to his brother's house. No, matter of fact, we got my cousin, one of my first cousins. We're cousins on both sides. We got the same. Our mom pretty much they the twin brothers. So I with my uncle going to my dad, and my dad goes down the line. He said, "Hey, such and such. Hey, such and such." He looked at me. He said, "What's up, man?" And my cousin, my dad said, my uncle said, "That's your boy." I'm like, whoa, this man. And what's crazy, what's sad about it, it didn't even offend me because he ain't seen me in years. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, even your dad's siblings know their children. That's crazy. That's the crazy thing about it. His brother knew who I was
Mm-hmm.
when he first saw me, and my
Mm-hmm.
dad was like, "What's up, man?" What he said, but my dad got a lot of kids too. You know, no dig on them, but it's just, man, bro, show up, man. Even if you ain't there, show up for your children, man.
Yeah.
It's It's rough out here. It's hell out here without a dad growing up as a
Mm-hmm.
child.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's hell out here without a father. And my kids run to me for everything to this day. Like, they would literally pass their mama on the couch to come to me. And I'd be like, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like, is your mom in there? But it's a sense of pride now that I accept them. Like, man, they running for daddy. They running this, we want daddy to fix it. They want daddy to know this. Daddy, oh, I hurt myself right here. My daughter tell me stories all day, man. You are important. You are
Mm-hmm.
important.
Yeah, man. Like we're a key piece to the home. We are a key piece to the home. Like I said, man, like me and my dad, we have each other numbers. I probably talked to him
Yeah.
maybe like 3-4 months ago. But
Mm.
it's like we only talk if I call.
Mm.
And I don't understand that, bro. And I'm
Mm.
gonna be real with you. Like the spirit be putting him on my mind. Like
Mm.
call him. But I ain't gonna lie, like I be in the flesh. I be like, I called him last time.
Yep. Always
Like
reaching.
I be like, the phone
Always
work
reaching.
both ways,
Yep.
And it's like, and I don't get it. And my wife be saying, that's that old school way. They always feel like the child's supposed to call. But
Mm.
I'm thinking as a dad, I'm like, well, I don't care how old my kids get, I'm
Yeah.
calling them.
Yep.
Especially I ain't talked to them in a few days. Man,
Absolutely.
it man will allow months, a year go by and
Mm-hmm.
without him calling and having my number,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And like I said though, like the spirit will put on me, call your pops, call your pops. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I do it sometimes, but it'll be like this. It'll be 3-4 months, hit them up, we talk.
Mm-hmm.
3-4 months, hit them up, we'll talk. But like I said, it's me reaching out. And
Absolutely.
like, man, even though I never told my pops I love him, even though he never told me he loved me, I do feel like I got love for him because
Mm.
the fact that even when we talk, bro, it's like it's we talking, bro. You would think like we cool like that.
Yeah.
And man, and and I be telling my wife, and I don't know if this just me trying to protect my feelings or not. I be telling my wife like I don't really need him. 'Cause
Mm.
I said when I'm a grown man now, I don't need him. I said because when I needed him, he wasn't there. So I
Mm-hmm.
be like, I like it, but he know he got grandchildren. I'm like, at least he can try to step up for them, cause like her dad wasn't in her life, but
Yeah.
he being a better granddad than he was a dad, and I
Mm.
and I be
See?
looking like, well, you
See?
ain't get it right with me. Try to get
Yeah.
it right with your grandkids,
Right.
and like I said, I be wondering, do I say that out of protecting, my feelings? And to be real, I think that is what it is because I was in the gym one day, bro, and this dude was working out his sons, and
Mm.
I was just sitting there like,
That's dope.
man, I wanted to just go over there and tell them little boys, like, bro, y'all don't know how good it is. Y'all got y'all pops in here working y'all out, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, and that's how I know though that I still long for a relationship with
That's
my
it right
dad,
there.
bro. That's
So,
how
so
I
your
know.
wife was right. She was right.
Yeah, and
She was right.
that's how I
You
know.
still you need them. Yeah.
and I don't know if it that deep as far as I need him, but
Yeah.
I want a relationship with him, bro.
Yeah.
And I to me, I think that's even better because I don't need him now.
Yeah.
But I still want him, to be a part of my life some type of way, bro.
I mean, I wanted the same thing, man. And I will say before I go any further, if you see that man and those kids again, hey man, tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take advantage of the opportunity. Let them know, man, because you can't even begin to explain what it's not to experience that. So, but my pops, man, I'm like you. When we did have a line of communication, whew, it's probably 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I did the reaching, and I was like you, man. I'm always reaching. I've been reaching since I was little.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, come on, you grown. I'm a young man growing into a young adult. Now I'm a grown man. But he never made himself available. I was always the one reaching. And what's crazy is I got his number from his daughter. And I don't know their relationship with him, but it appears that they had a closer relationship with him than I do.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't seem like he loved his girls. I don't know. I got several siblings. I don't know. Never met them, but my heart go out to them too if he ain't there for them. You know what I'm saying? But I I think my final, when I went home, I reached out when I got his number. We was texting. What they call it these days, left you on red. When I said when I told him I was in town, I just want to see him. I don't want nothing from you, bro. I just want a conversation. I want nothing. I don't need no money. I'm a grown
Yeah.
man. I'm out here
Yeah. Yeah.
doing what I do, man. Glory to God. I'm a grown man. I live a good life. I'm blessed. Do I struggle like the next one? Yes. But we get up the next day and we keep going. We make it
Mm-hmm.
work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't need no money from him. He left me on red, and I was like, man, you know what? That's it for me. I'm not. And to this day, sad to say, I don't know if this man dead or alive. And me and my wife, we was watching a movie one day, and it was a scene where the man wasn't there for his child, and it's like he cried when his dad died. And I was telling my wife, I said, I don't even know if I have emotion if he passed. My wife said,
Crazy.
yes, you will. She
That's
said,
crazy.
yes, you will. And by the end of that movie, I think I was crying. I was like, man, she right. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing
Yeah.
bad on that man. I don't know
Yeah.
enough about him. I know he my pops.
Yeah.
The features are there. I got my shoulders from him, got my looks from him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm just, I'm not, I'm not my father's mistakes, man. I'm not a sum of my father's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It made me a better man, man. I will say that. Wherever you are, wherever
Yeah.
you are, Michael, Bean, whatever you are, I appreciate you. I hope you're well. Your son is doing good.
Yeah.
Would I like closure? Yes. But parts of me feel like sometimes that ain't how life works. Your closure be in the responses you get. That may be your closure, but I wish you well. I hope you well. And I'm good. Your son is
Yeah.
good.
And I'm gonna ask you this: would you be open to him being in your life, man? Let's say he sees this video and it touched him in some type of way. Would you be open and would you trust that he would come around and stick around?
Man, you asked me this probably 10 years ago. I'm ducking all that. I don't know. I'm good, bro. I'm good on you. I'm better without you. But the man I am today,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
open. I would like
Yeah.
to have a relationship. I would, man, I
Yeah.
want to know what you like to do, man. What's your hobby? What you like to
Yeah.
eat? What's your favorite food?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's your pet peeve? I'm
Hey,
open.
hey,
I'm
do
open
he
to
like them
all.
Dallas? Do he like them Dallas Cowboys or not?
Yeah, do he like them boys? Yeah, we them boys. I want to know all that. I would love to have a conversation with my dad.
Yeah.
I would love to embrace him. I got love for him. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I can't say, man, I love you, Dad. I can't say that because I've never had any form of relationship with this dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Any form of relationship. We was raised by
Mm-hmm.
a single mom. Thank you, Mom. No dig
Mm-hmm.
at Dad. Mom made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Mom made it work. She made it
Mm-hmm.
work. And thank you, Mom. But I'll so be open to meet my dad, man.
Yeah.
And wherever
And
you at, man, inbox me. I see my number. I want
yeah.
you to be, but I want you to want this
Yeah, yeah.
relationship. I don't
Want it,
want
yeah,
nobody to force it on you.
yeah. You know, I want everyone that's watching this who's not on good terms with their dad to forgive them, man. Forgive them. Like let go that hurt, let go that pain. You know, because if we keep it real, think about the things that we have done to disappoint our heavenly Father, and He forgive us all the time. You know,
Yeah.
and He want us to forgive Him. Cause guess
Yeah.
what? Even though our dads weren't there,
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. So
Absolutely.
off that alone, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people don't appreciate us.
Let's still honor them. Let's
Yeah,
still
we
respect
gonna
them.
honor them. We gonna honor them.
Let,
Hey,
let,
much respect. Much,
yeah,
what about
yeah.
you though? Are you gonna check on your pops? You know what I'm saying? We as believers, we're always supposed to be set apart. So we ain't gonna always feel like
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
Ugh. Ain't
yeah,
always feeling like doing it. But if you said the Holy Spirit leads you to do it, do it. Call him.
yeah. You're
Or
right,
shoot him a
bro.
text. Did he shoot him a text? Hope you well. Just thinking
You're
of you,
right.
hope you well, man.
Yeah,
You know, so I
yeah,
wish I could text my pops. You know, I ain't gonna say
yeah.
I'm gonna keep reaching and calling, but I wish I could text him. That'd be
I
dope.
got you. I
That'd be
got
dope. Hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Like to piggyback off of what you were saying. If y'all don't have a good relationship with the father of your child, hey, y'all gotta push y'all differences, or vice
you. Oh
versa.
yeah,
The men push your differences to side. These
yeah,
kids didn't
man.
ask to be here. They don't know
Yeah,
what situation they was born into.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, it was all good in the moment. And these kids are they are not a mistake.
Oh no, man.
Not a mistake. I wouldn't
Yeah.
trade nothing in this world to come home and that garage door open up and my kids come running out that door.
Mm-hmm.
Hey dad, it never get old. They still do it to this day. And they 10 and
Mm-hmm.
13. They still do it to this day. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade that for nothing in the world. None in the world. So good terms, bad terms, y'all still got kids to raise. That man still
Yeah,
got a child to raise. Let him
yeah,
be active in his kid life.
yeah,
Let him be active.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. For moms, hey, man, it may not end it well, but if he's not, if that man being in his child life or that child going with his dad is not gonna put that child in harm's way, and they in a good environment, let that man be a part of his child life. And for you
Right.
dads out there that have kids by women that you're no longer with, hey man, let's just do what we gotta do to be a part of our child's life.
And I
You know,
feel,
that's
yeah, go
something
ahead.
I had to go through, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause like some of the breakups would be so bad, it
Mm-hmm.
really be bad feelings toward each other.
Mm-hmm.
But
Resentment. Yeah.
once you realize, all right, the kid is more important than anything we got against each other.
Yeah.
Like we both want to make sure this kid is
Got what they
raised
need. Yeah.
correctly, and
That's it.
that kid seeing you and mom going back and forth like that is not good for the kid. So
Absolutely. Unhealthy.
yeah,
Unhealthy.
dads, come on, man. Like whatever we got to do to be in our child life,
Yeah.
do
Because think about this. If y'all are not even together, y'all still raising a child.
it.
This man is gonna, or this little kid, this girl you raising, the boy you raising,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna grow to, they're gonna inherit your behavior. So all the discord, people have disagreement. But all the don't chill with all the unnecessary, back and forth around the kids. And I feel a need to say this. These kids, fellas, kings, if your money isn't right, these kids don't care about no money. They need your presence, not no present. They need your presence. That's all I got to say.
Hey, hey, you are so right all the way, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
But they get their money right, man.
yeah. Get your
Cause
money. Yeah, get your money up. Of
hey,
course,
cause
get your money.
we can't be having mom paying for everything, bro.
That's
So,
it.
and
That's it.
hey, you so right though. Our presence is more important than the presents.
Yeah.
But we need to help take care of the finances that come with
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take care
having
of
these
your kids, man.
babies.
Take care of your
Yeah.
kids. Go to work. Yeah.
And the reason I want to make a point of saying that because, like I said earlier, I remember going through tough times and were
Yeah.
wondering like, whereas dad, even if he wasn't able to physically be there, he could have sent some money for some food,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know how we were. He could have
Absolutely.
sent some money for some shoes,
Yep.
so,
That's it.
but still the important thing is to be there, man. Be a
Yeah.
part be a part of your kids' life.
Do your part.
And then too, I want to talk about this, about you not being there. And we're speaking from a man's perspective, but
Yeah.
man, I've talked to plenty of women, bro, who've been molested,
Yeah.
you know, by, let's keep it real, some other relative, or, some older boy that maybe was coming over.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is because dads aren't
Yeah.
there. We're the protectors. If we there, we gonna peep out a pervert. And
Absolutely.
we gonna let them know, hey, you can get up out of here. And we
Gone
gonna make them feel real uncomfortable,
real quick.
and like, and for your boys too, man. It's some boys, man, that been molested.
Yeah.
Dad,
Yeah.
dad not being there, bro. We the protector. Like
Mm.
it's a lot of
Just finna
it's a
say that.
lot of hurt. It's a
Yeah.
lot of hurt and pain that's going on in this world simply because of dads not being there.
Absolutely.
And that's man. That's the reason we started this podcast, is to get men to step up, bro, in all areas.
That's it.
And one of the number one areas we've been lacking in is fatherhood.
That's it. Absolutely.
Fatherhood, bro. A
Absolutely.
lot of, like I said, it's a lot of pain, a lot of anger,
Yeah.
a lot of emptiness, bro,
Yeah.
because dad was missing out of the picture.
Life happens. Life happens between you, you and the mom, or vice versa. Life happens. Y'all may have started off planning to be together. You know, y'all may have made plans to be together, but at the end of the day, like I said, life happened. Y'all probably, butt heads. Y'all don't see eye to eye. May not be able to stand each other. But you let the love for your child outweigh that. I weigh all the discord between you and mom. You know what I'm saying? That child needs you there. That's it. The child needs you there.
And like I said, bro, this for men, bro, all men. Let's
Yeah.
say let's say you with, and it's for those stepdads.
Yeah.
If dad's not there,
I'm out
bro,
too.
yeah. If dad's not there, bro,
Yeah.
that don't mean you got the green light to go cause harm to the kids that's there.
Absolutely.
Like, come on,
Absolutely.
bro. Let's step up as men, man. Let's stop being perverts.
Yeah.
Let's be protectors, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if a woman misjudges your character and trusts you to be around their child, bro, don't look at that like it's an opportunity for me to do something to this little child. Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
That's not a man.
Absolutely.
And man, that probably is another topic for another day. But it's sickening, and it's saddening at how many women that I've talked to, bro,
It's like a chain reaction. Yeah.
that's been molested, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It's hope.
because mom gotta work so hard, because
Mm-hmm.
now the dad, which is the protector and the provider, he's not in there. So now mom gotta work herself to death. So whoever can keep the kids, she gonna let them keep
Babysitter.
them.
That's
And
it.
there it is. They're gonna open it right there. Now they're somewhere that they shouldn't even be at, bro.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
A
And I
lot of
just want to,
things
yeah.
that wouldn't and shouldn't have happened to a lot of kids out here
Yeah.
if dad was there to protect, man.
And I just want to, you know, first I want to salute you, bro, for being a good dad. I want to salute you. I want to start with you. I want to salute the rest of the kings out there.
Mm-hmm.
Double salute, for showing up day in and day out, getting the job done. And also, like we mentioned, sometimes the situation is there are stepfathers that have to step up. You guys appreciate, salute to y'all as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just a situation, Dad ain't there, the biological father ain't there. I know a lot of situations. I got a brother of mine that I work with. He raised that. He raised his son. No, it's his son. Don't get it twisted. I mean, it's not his biological son, but it's his son because he's raised him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since he was a child, and that's how his sons see him. He's like, "You my dad. Like you're my father." And I, so you guys are appreciated as well.
Mm-hmm. And too, man, like I said, I want to keep getting it around to it. Like, it's for all men.
Yeah,
Uncles.
yeah,
Like, yo, uncles.
yeah.
Step up, man. Let's step up. Let's raise these kids, man. Let's protect these women. Let's
Take them.
protect these kids, bro. Let's
Yeah,
be men, bro. Let's be
that's it.
men that everyone can feel safe around, that everyone
That's it.
can count
Sure.
on.
Yeah,
And then too, for the ones that hasn't been there, apologies go a long way, bro.
long way.
Like if you hadn't been in your child life,
Yeah,
like a real conversation and an apology can go a
absolutely.
long way. And like
That's the
even
big.
though I am present in my kids' life, bro, I don't
Yeah.
get it right all the time.
Nope.
It's sometimes I lose my cool.
Brother.
But you know what I do? I go apologize.
Yeah.
And just like that, they back running, smiling, playing, and man, step up, man. Step up, bro.
That's
Like if
it.
you haven't been there, have a real conversation with the mom first, cause mom don't trust you, and she gonna try to protect that child. Like he ain't gonna do nothing but let you down. So have that real conversation with mom. Let them know, yeah, hey, I haven't been stepping up, but now I want to. Like I haven't been a part of my child life in a way that I should have, but
Mm-hmm.
now I want to, and I am. I know
Yeah.
the importance of me being there, and I have dropped the ball, and I apologize for that.
That's
But
it.
I'm no longer that guy no more. I will be here.
Yeah.
Apologize, man, and be real about it.
Yeah. That's the beginning. Your apology is the beginning of that child's healing process.
Mm-hmm.
And don't just play on words. Mean it, and just fill the gap. To take your rightful position in this kid life because they need you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I was that child. I'm good. I'm good. I was never good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need him. Forget him. He ain't there for me. He don't love me. I'm talking about the anger that set this whole room on fire I'm in right now. That's how mad I was.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed that man. I needed that man. Now who's to say? I mean, I like I said, open to that, open to that closure, open to that relationship, creating a relationship with this man. So for the guys that haven't been there, just like I said, this video is not, it's not a knock, but to accept it, look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from the lens of that child that you haven't been there for. Look at it as a challenge, or man, I'm gonna call my child. No, matter of fact, pull up on your child if you can. Well, make the arrangement respectfully. Make the arrangement with mom, but go see about your child and see how much see how better that child be. That child's gonna be better off with you in his life than you being absent. Just go show up for that child. The child needs you, man. You matter. The gap, there may have been a gap that you ain't been there. You still matter. Today is a perfect opportunity to get it right with that child.
And don't get discouraged if you're met with doubt because of your lack of inconsistency. Like, don't
Mm,
get discouraged. Don't
that's
feel
it.
like, man, they trying to make me do this and do this to prove.
Yeah.
Hey, man, trust is it's hard to gain somebody trust, bro.
Right. Right.
So do what it takes, man.
Right.
Do what it takes. And then too, I want to end on this, for people that dads haven't been in their lives, and you may be holding on to some type of bitterness, some type of anger. Let it go. Like free yourself of that.
Yeah.
Forgive, because you're gonna need to be forgiven too. And like I said, even if it weren't for that dad that wasn't there, even if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't even be here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who God used to get you here. He
Absolutely.
used that man, whether he was there or not. He
Yeah.
used him to get you here. So
Yeah.
off that alone, you know, forgive him
Give
and
'em.
be open to a conversation. Hear him out.
Yeah.
Hear him out. And even if y'all can't get it right, have peace with not even being able to get it right.
And also that forgiveness, it lifts a weight off your shoulder. It lifts a big weight off your shoulder. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Because I had to let the hurt go. I had to forgive him. And I forgive him. Dad, I do forgive you.
And on that note, Ken Brown, I'm out.
Jay Brown out.